Hello, it's Alicia from Memorable Moments, and I just want to let y'all know when God moves. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties. You have to listen when He says move, and I'll hold it. But yeah, when He move you, you have to really listen when He say move, and then sometimes it's like, well, how do I know that God is telling me to move? And you know He's telling you to move because you feel it. It's like, I'm gonna tell my story. For instance, there we go. I'm gonna tell my story, and with my story is that I felt Him telling me to move and shifting me multiple times. And when I say multiple times, I mean that I live in North Carolina right now, and I'm originally from Maryland. And for the longest time, it kept tugging at me. You have to go to North Carolina. You have to go to North Carolina. And I was like, North Carolina for what? Why? And when I visit one time with a friend of mine, I was like, oh my gosh, I love North Carolina. It's so pretty. It's so beautiful. I need to be there. And then ever since then, it's like it just kept pulling to me, and I didn't know where at. So I'm like, okay, North Carolina, where? North Carolina is not a small little state where you can just be like, okay, I'm gonna ride across the border line, and I'm not the border, I apologize. I'm gonna ride across the line, and I'm in North Carolina. Oh, by the way, please subscribe, and you can follow me on Instagram at Queen One Leisha. And anyway, back to the story. So I didn't had like so much stuff happen, and it was like, go visit it again. And I'm like, okay, I want to go to Chapel Hill because I want to go to Chapel Hill University. And it was like, no. So in the midst of that, it was like, okay, then where, God? Where? And He put Charlotte in my heart. And I'm like, I never ever heard of Charlotte. Ever. Never heard of it. So I was like, okay, Charlotte it is. So I came down and visited a few times. And when I finally moved down, I'm going to tell y'all, I moved down with no family, no friends, no family, no friends, not even a job. You hear me? Not even a job. All I had secured when I came down was a place to stay. So every time I came down, I made sure that I went and searched and looked for a hotel, apartment for me and my kids, because it was just me and my babies. And we came down, we had to leave where we was at. I was not growing in Maryland no more. What God had in my heart for me to do, I couldn't do it there. Not only that, me doing it there, I was stuck with, oh, I need my friends with me. If I don't have my friends and my sidekicks with me, how am I going to do any of all that? I need them with me to help support me. I need them with me to help move me. He said, you're going to do it by yourself. Okay, God. Okay. All right, I hear you. I'm listening. So that's what I did. I took the big leap. That is what, 400 and something miles from where I was living at. 400, I think, and 20 something miles from where I was living at, to be exact. And when I tell you, the moment I came down, it just felt like a vacation. It just felt like a joke. I was like, I'm only on vacation. I'm still gonna go back home every month. So I wasn't being obedient. I wasn't listening to what God had told me to do, what He had said. It was just me wanting to do what I wanted to do. And what I wanted to do was be on vacation. Every month I was going back to Maryland because I felt like, okay, that's my home. This is just a vacation. So every month I was going back. Every month. And that's when what happened? It got to a point where funds was low. So when funds got low, He said, it's time for you to plant your roots. It's time for you to plant your ground. It's time for you to sit still. And I'm like, I don't want to sit still yet, Lord. Do I have to? And I had to. Because if you don't have the funds to just get up and go, you ain't gonna be able to get up and go. So that's what I did. I just was like, it's time for me to look for a job. It's time for me to stop playing. It's time for me to do what I'm supposed to do. And at the time, He put on my heart for me to help and work with women that been in domestic violence. I'm apologize, y'all. I keep moving the camera because of the lighting. For me to work with victims that's been in domestic violence situations, and because I had a story to tell. Did I tell the story at the time? No, I didn't tell the story at the time because I was scared to tell my story. I was scared to talk about my story. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready, but guess what? God said, yeah. But I still said no, so I was not being obedient at all. At all. I was not being obedient, and I was not listening to anything that God had told me. So, even though He told me, go ahead and apply for this particular place as a volunteer, then you will, move up further than that in that position. I printed out the application to volunteer. I filled it out, but I never submitted it. Never. So fast forward, some years and went by, and then I started work. I was working 2 jobs. Some years and went by, and I just put it behind me. I buried it. I was like, that ain't what I gotta do. So when I was working at these 2 jobs, one of the jobs just had me. It was just so draining. It was just so negative. So much negative energy was there. So I brung it home with me. When I tell you bring it home with me, oh my goodness, it just was like some type of, I don't know, was attached to me, and it just was not letting me be happy. It just was not letting me be able to connect with my children. I was not able to be the mom I needed to be. I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't want to cook. I didn't want to do nothing. I just wanted to come home, take a shower, lay in the bed, and then go to sleep and do it all over again. So then that's when I felt like, okay, let me get another job because I needed more income. At least I thought. So as I'm working, juggling both jobs, juggling them, that's when God was like, okay, you've been at this one job. It's time to leave. It's just not helping you. It's not helping you at all. And I'm like, leave? But I really like working here. Regardless of how it was making me bring the negative energy home, I really enjoy working there. I really enjoy going there. But some days I complain. So how I enjoy working somewhere, if I'm going to complain at the same time, it does not add up. It does not make sense. So that's when I said, okay. I ignored it again. Some months and months went by. And then finally I said, okay, my health was starting to be part of the reason why it's like, you don't want to listen to me? I'm going to give you a reason to listen. I was having like health issues back to back. It was like, I cannot no more. I cannot juggle both jobs. One of them got to go. And then once I said, okay, well, I'm going to just do a leave of absence. Guess what happened? I went to my supervisor and said, yeah, I like to do a leave of absence. He said, you're not going to be able to do a leave of absence. You'll have to quit. I have to quit? Are you serious? So in the midst of that, I was like, okay, well, here's my 2 weeks, because my health is being bothered and being messed up, being in this position with a toxic environment, and it was terribly a toxic environment. So then now I just was at this one particular job, and I was only PRN there. No, part-time. I was part-time. So I was only working like maybe 24 hours a week, if that most. And then that's when I was like, okay, all right, well, I could do this, I could do that. Let me move up the ladder. Yes, God made me, help me to get, because I kept saying, if you at a job and you like, okay, I can do that. I can do my manager's work. And you pray on it and ask for it, He will give it to you. He will provide it for you. He will give you the steps. He will give you the tools. You just have to be open to receive and open to listen. So I listened, and that's what He did. He blessed me with that in a higher position. And I was like, yes, no. Even though I was in this higher position, when I tell you, it was the most stressful thing ever. Everything that glitters is not gold. Everything that look good is not good. I was so stressed out that I could not even remember my birthday, my social security number. My health was even worse than it was before, working both jobs. So then now I'm thinking, well, was it really just this job, not the other one? So now I'm at a position where I felt another shift. I felt God moving me again and tearing at me again. And I still was like, no, the money is good. The money is good. So recently, I had an incident, and I will have to post another video on that. What happened at that my position that caused me to have a sit down. I really had to sit down and really had to say, okay, God, what is it you want me to do? Now, in the midst of all of this stuff happening, it was told and pulled at me to start your own business, to start your own thing, reach other people, inspire other people, because I'm always telling people, use your words of affirmation. Say I am, and it will be of thee. The power is in the tongue. When you reach it, when you speak it, it will come to thee. And when I tell you that, because I used to speak that position into existence, into the universe, I used to release it out there, and oh and behold, it was given upon to me. When I say speak it, it comes. When you have to also, of course, you have to put work into it too, because you have to pray on it, you have to meditate on it, and then when it's for you, you will be dreaming about it, you will see it, you will have all types of affirmations that's around you, confirmations, and let you know that it is happening to you. It will work out for you. Use your words of affirmation, because like I said, the power is in the tongue. It is so powerful when you say certain things. So speak positive things upon you, not negative, because the universe hears them negative things too, and they don't know if you joking around or playing games. It hears them all. So you always speak I am, and you will be of thee. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am grateful. Speak that. Don't speak negative stuff, because you don't want the negative stuff to come and be attracted to you, because the negative stuff will come to you quicker than the positive stuff. It's crazy, but yes, the negative stuff will come to you quicker than the positive stuff. So I just want to remind everybody to make sure when you speaking stuff and you listening to God to move you, he will do it. He will move you. He will move you to ways and positions where you never thought existed. Using the words of affirmations, meditating, and it all aligns into one. Thank you, and I will see you all soon.